Hi Libra, welcome to your monthly reading. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of October, as usual, I have a special sales offer available, and for this month, it's focused on love and it's called The Ring. If you would like to know more details about that love special or any other of my services, just email me. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do so by following the PayPal link, which is also down below. So, Libra, I do feel like in the entirety of what you might be looking forward in terms of your experiences, Libra, in the month of October, it's really about putting effort, putting lots of effort to bring upon the results, to bring about the results that would be satisfying to your liking, because I do feel like some of you are pushing, fighting to have better results, or to have at least results that feel like are more in alignment with what you want, but you keep bumping into some sort of difficulties or some sort of delays, restrictions. So it's more like the more you try to go towards that treasure, that some of something, some of money, some of love, some of something valuable to you, the more it feels like you're reaching it, and then something is pulling you at the same time. So the gap between you and something you really desire during October, it's not that big. It's like a very small gap, but still something is almost like restricting you, blocking you from just holding, from just grabbing whatever it is that for you you're really wanting to grab. And I feel like for some of you, it's to bring about more financial abundance, is to bring about more financial security, more material resources, better type of opportunities when it comes to your material world. Some of you during the month of October are really focused into work, your work life, your material again. Demands are really here in focus, and it feels like they are, and you are aware that those that priority, or where you're putting all of that energy, is coming with the cost or sacrifice to your emotional life, to your emotional well-being. Even it's like you're sacrificing something here that it's more emotional based. So it could be about being emotionally neglecting your needs, or the needs of your partner, or the needs of a relationship, or of a delaying, avoiding dealing with something that is emotionally complex. Or it could be giving up on certain dreams. So be aware that some of you are also during this month under some sort of big pressure to be cautious with the choices you make, because some of you might feel like you can handle it, you can manage it, you can keep two options, two things, right, flowing. And for some of you, there's like this thing of, I don't want to choose, I don't want to commit to anything fully because I'm still kind of experimenting. I feel like more than anything, this Two of Pentacles for Libras during the month of October, being that this is in the soul position, so you really is speaking upon how you are internally processing and dealing with situations, and basically feeling. You're very much on the moment. You're wanting to be more in the moment by moment, one step at a time, not making big plans for the future, not looking too much into the past, because you are aware that right now is where you need to be. And some of you, again, you're juggling two energies, two situations that are out of I don't want to say like you can't make them work, but it feels like one is out of alignment with the other, or there's a lack of integrity. Something here does not add up to a value system, does not add up to another value system. I don't know if I'm able to explain myself clearly, but just be mindful that there are things, Libra, that you might be managing, inviting into your life, even, you know, um, feeding, fueling, that are out of what truthfully you align with in terms of values. And this is even more emphasized with the Five of Diamonds here. So this combination, interestingly, because both speak a lot about um, the earth realm, so things to deal with the material world. But these two combined are really speaking about upon here something that you're in which you're being almost like there's this karmic effect, this cause effect, this karmic lesson, this karmic pattern, this test that some of you are under, that deals with your material world but also affects your emotional life. So it's almost like your relationships and your material world are they're like one. It's a very interesting thing here. It's like almost like you can't separate for some reason your love life from your material life. So obviously for some of you that are married and in relationships where you have your material worlds combined, this could be talking about some of you are not emotionally free to pursue what you really want to pursue because of those contracts, right? Those bonds that almost it's like they bound you to be associated with certain rules and regulations that otherwise you wouldn't want to you wouldn't want to it's almost like some of you is almost like a servant energy here to something. It's like you're feeling, or there's a situation, Libra, during October where it's almost like you are a servant to someone else's agenda, needs, or again, because of contracts and other types of obligations. It's almost like you need to serve something here that almost goes against your own self, right? So you could be involved in situations that you really don't want to be, but they have something on you, and so it's like you can't be free from something easily, even though there might be a chance for that to be happening. You will be seeking out advice to free yourself from something. So you some of you Libras are really consulting here, like lawyers or advisors, people that can guide you through a complicated process. Again, particularly those Libras that are struggling to find, struggling to find freedom from, obligations, basically. Some of you are again seeking counseling, and you are advised to do that, particularly because there might be like another side to the situation that some of you are not maybe seeing and exploring. Some of you will be signing as well new contracts. Some of you will be looking for a new job or to add again another source of income here. And if you have been wanting to sign a deal, to sign a contract here of some sorts, I feel like it's about to happen. It's on the unconscious, so you might be unaware that is an opportunity rising during October, but most likely you will be able to find some assistance. Also here with the Three of Wands and the Ten of Clubs, this is a very good combination because it speaks upon that, there's something great coming to assist and help you from to assist and help you from the things that have kept you stuck, have kept you again bound to unwanted energies. And I feel like some of you, it's you want to leave your job and you can't. You want to be free from some sort of debt or loan here, and you can't. Or you are, having a hard time divorcing, like finding, the way out of the way out of a relationship here. Because again, I keep getting like even relationships have a lot of that, material aspect to them. And it's a big thing here. Some of you, the thing is, it's not the easiest months in terms of just being, free to pursue all that. If you would be free to pursue, you would. But what counts here is the efforts that you will be making. So some of you don't give up. There's a clear notion here. Please don't give up, Libra. Don't give up. Keep pushing, pushing, pushing. Because we're going to go into then Scorpio season, which affects here a lot of this energy of the material realm that is showing up here, which is the Scorpio energy. So issues of the second house, which deals with finances, which deals with values, which deals with possessions, which deals with everything you're able to almost like sustain on your own, is going to be, very like an area that is going to be like a spotlight. So, and already in October we're going to have Mercury and Venus going into Scorpio. So there's going to be transformation and reform of your material conditions. So keep pushing, 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 fighting to find that solution, to find that breakthrough, because you will eventually find it. Yes, it's not showing at all as being an easy one, but some of you Libras also, you have not been it's almost like some of you have not been following the plan. It's like perhaps you know the way out of something, and you know what steps to take. It's like I feel like some of you have calculated, or you have been given a way, and it requires certain steps, certain behaviors, certain choices, certain options, certain energy application. And it's almost like I keep getting some of you Libras that have been deviating from plan, or from the steps, the proper steps, either because they feel like they feel like being like very restrictive to you, or you just don't have the patience, or sometimes you just want to throw everything to the wind and just don't care. Again, you're being tested in themes of responsibility. You have a lot of the theme here of Saturn and everything that deals with karma and restrictions, lessons, hard work, responsibility, and cause and effect and all of that. So you want to be extra careful during October with the steps you take, because they can have ramifications, and Saturn is also an influence that is about the long-term situation. So anything you associate yourself with, or you separate yourself from, be mindful that it's probably going to be something that it has a long lasting effect, something that you will be dealing with for a long time. So if you decide to sign a contract, make a loan, get married, invest in something fully right now, there's a message here that is going to definitely be with you for some time, and it's going to be hard work. It's not something like, yes, it can be that the hard work or the work that this will require will pay out, but is almost like that saying, like you reap what you sow, right? So just Just be mindful of that. And I also feel like some of you, uh, you have been, trying to, I keep getting like the idea of some of you Libras contouring again. You have been moving around the situation, circle, 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 and it's like the universe is calling some of you Libras to just stop with the spinning. Just center yourself right now, again, in the moment, which is what the Two of Pentacles at its best has to offer us, and it has to bring into our awareness and experience. Is just focus right now. What it is that you feel now, what it is that you think now, want now, see now, prioritize now. More than moving into circles, is just be mindful of the now and what the now is calling you to do or not do. Because this moving in circles have just been, again, almost like allowing some of you Libras to keep repeating mistakes, repeating, again, that karmic worn out energy, something that should have been already dealt with, internalized, done, right, decided, has not, and has been contributing for some of your grief, Libra. Sleepless nights, anxiety, not knowing what to do with your feelings, with your dreams, right? Some of you Libras feel like, where has my soul, like, went? My heart went, right? My innocence, my feelings are not deposited, right, in the actual situations that I'm dealing with. Is to say, like, some of you Libras are really fed up and have been under some emotional stress, and that has been almost like what you're leaving behind from September into October is a state of emotional anxiety, right? And going into a phase where it's like, stop, Libra, look at situations, decide what to do. Own your responsibilities, own your choices, own the things that need to be done by you. So you can be free from patterns, right? From patterns that keep repeating themselves into your life, that put you in positions that are opposite from what you want. Because some of you are just looking for freedom. You're looking for the big next thing, right? That grand vision of something like the big future where you're going to have this amazing experience, this business growing and thriving, adventure, building something beautiful, meeting this relationship that grows, that makes something grow in your life, not shrink. There's something here about the options you have been presented right now, Libra, are like felt less limitations. So your relationships feel like they shrink your potential, or they shrink they do not allow you to spread your wings and just explore, right, and bring amazing things into your life, because it's about bringing something something else than what you have experienced so far. So basically, some of you in business and in love, you want to find something more. So your ambitious side as well, the side of you that must be driven to not settle with less than what you almost like less than what you call for internally, what you yearn for, is very, very much important. Some of you also might need to be careful as you go into November, because again, a lot on your plate, and you could be feeling more towards the later part of the month like you just cannot handle it anymore. So you might be having some health scares, some health concerns, moments where just energetically you feel like completely empty, drained out. There's a feeling here of the overwork. For those of you especially that are on this workaholic mode and juggling a lot of different things upon work, like having multiple jobs or things to take care of, and not resting, not resting, not resting, not resting, not just stopping and breathing. um, be mindful that if you don't find time to decompress a little, you can just have moments where you're going to be in a way pushed to stop. Others of you are again using the workaholic energy here to avoid using that to moving that circular movement energy that I was talking about. So it's like almost like some of you are using work to avoid stopping. So one way or another, whichever some of you Libras you have been avoiding, you have been afraid of, you have been restricted by, you have been limited by, it's almost like this time where the universe just holds you, puts you down, and says, listen, and he's going to give you some sort of speech. Okay? And you're going to listen to the speech, and whatever you internalize from the speech that is happening, it's what's going to then bring it's like what's going to bring about difference is from what you internalize as your responsibility to do better, to do different, to promote again another set of rules and regulations and laws and limitations that are dictated by you, where you don't feel as, again, limited or as a victim as perhaps some of you have been feeling, because this again is talking all about your essence, Libra. Energetically, how it's being presented is really as some of you just not putting the effort in whichever this talks about. Some of you have been giving up or selling yourself, selling your soul, selling your hearts, selling your ideals and your dreams for pennies, for status, for something, right, that looks good on the outside, but internally it's killing you. And I feel like actually many of you are now like Libras are like awakening to like, what have I been doing, what have I really been allowing myself to again participate and do, right, that is out of that integrity and out of that alignment with your core values. Some of you have lost track of what your values are, and this is all about reconnecting with the powerful value systems that you hold inside. So Libra, I hope you have a great month. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.